The 1960s were a decade of optimism and gradual change in Britain. The post-war years had left families valuing simplicity, togetherness, and small pleasures, and summer holidays became a cherished expression of this spirit. While international travel was still beyond the reach of most, the British seaside offered an affordable escape, filled with laughter, color, and tradition. Parents sought rest, children craved adventure, and the country's coastal towns thrived on this annual ritual. These holidays reflected not only a recovering economy, but also a cultural moment defined by innocence, optimism, and the joy of shared experience. As the summer holidays approached, families eagerly gathered at bustling railway stations, their suitcases stacked high and picnic baskets in hand. Coaches, too, were filled with parents and children, all ready for the journey to the seaside. The air buzzed with chatter, laughter, and the occasional clatter of luggage rolling along the platforms. For many children, the trip itself was part of the adventure, peering out of carriage windows, spotting familiar countryside landmarks, and imagining the fun that awaited them. Parents balanced practicality with excitement, organizing snacks and toys while keeping an eye on the throng of fellow travelers. Long before arriving at their destinations, the holiday spirit had already taken hold. Upon arrival, the coastal towns greeted families with a burst of color, noise, and energy. Blackpool dazzled with its famous tower, illuminated promenades and bustling piers, offering amusement arcades and theaters that captivated visitors of all ages. Brighton, known for its pebbled beach and iconic pier, blended seaside charm with a slightly bohemian atmosphere, drawing crowds eager for strolls along the promenade and fish and chips by the shore. Bournemouth, with its golden sands and more tranquil setting, offered an ideal mix of relaxation and recreation. Each resort had its own character, yet all shared the same magnetic appeal. They were the heart of the British summer holiday, places where memories were forged and traditions celebrated. For many families, a holiday by the seaside meant more than just beaches and piers. It often included a stay at a holiday camp. Butlins and similar resorts became legendary for offering a complete experience under one roof. Children eagerly joined organized games, swimming lessons, and craft activities, while parents enjoyed the convenience of meals prepared on-site and entertainment tailored for all ages. Evening shows, from talent contests to theatrical performances, brought the entire camp together, fostering a strong sense of community. The vibrant atmosphere and structured fun captivated young and old alike, creating memories that would last a lifetime. In these camps, children discovered friendships, learned new skills, and experienced the joy of belonging to a lively, bustling holiday microcosm. Not every family sought the bustle of a holiday camp. Many preferred the charm of modest guesthouses or cozy chalets. These accommodations were often small, with cramped bedrooms and shared bathrooms, yet they offered a welcoming, homely atmosphere. Fixed mealtimes brought families together around simple but hearty fare, and neighbors soon became familiar faces. Children explored the surroundings freely, while parents appreciated the relaxed pace and personal touch absent in larger resorts. The simplicity of these stays encouraged creativity and bonding, turning ordinary routines into memorable experiences. In their understated way, guesthouses and chalets captured the essence of a 1960s British holiday, balancing comfort, charm, and a sense of belonging. No British seaside holiday, food played a central role in the experience. Families savored freshly fried fish and chips, often wrapped in paper and eaten straight on the beach, the salty air enhancing every bite. Ice creams, from classic vanilla cones to brightly colored ices, were a treat children eagerly anticipated. Many families also enjoyed improvised picnics, spreading blankets on the sand with sandwiches, crisps, and homemade cakes. These simple meals became more than sustenance. They were sensory markers of the holiday itself. The taste of the food, combined with the sights and sounds of the seaside, created lasting emotional memories, embedding the flavors of summer into the minds of both children and adults alike. With tummies full and spirits high, children eagerly ran towards the sands, ready for endless games and adventures. Sandcastles rose along the shoreline, adorned with shells and seaweed, as little architects competed for the tallest towers. Collecting colorful pebbles and treasures washed ashore became a favorite pastime, each find sparking excitement and imagination. Holiday camp entertainers organized races, talent shows, and scavenger hunts, keeping children entertained throughout the day. From paddling in the shallow waves to chasing flying kites along the promenade, the simplicity of these activities was their greatest charm. For children, every laugh, splash, and friendly rivalry encapsulated the very essence of a 1960s British summer holiday, creating joyful memories that would linger long after the sands had been left behind. Amid the laughter and play along the sands, summer fashion was both practical and expressive of the times. Women donned colorful one-piece swimsuits, often with simple patterns or nautical stripes, while men sported short trunks that allowed freedom of movement. Young girls wore light, airy dresses, perfect for seaside strolls, and children of all ages protected themselves with wide-brimmed hats and classic sunglasses. Footwear was minimal, with sandals or bare feet the norm, adding to the relaxed atmosphere. Beyond mere practicality, these styles reflected the cultural influences of the 1960s, from modest post-war designs to emerging trends of color and pattern. Fashion, like the holidays themselves, combined simplicity with a touch of joyful flair. No holiday was complete without the sounds of the era, and British pop music filled the air, adding a vibrant energy to seaside adventures. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and other chart-topping acts became the soundtrack to countless memories, their songs echoing across beaches and promenades. Families carried portable radios to picnics and campgrounds, where children danced and sang along to their favorite tunes. Evening dances and informal gatherings by the sea allowed young people to socialize and share their enthusiasm for the latest hits. Music transformed the holiday experience, lending it a modern, youthful vitality. Even amid simple pleasures, the melodies of the 1960s imbued each moment with excitement, linking generations through shared rhythm and joy. Among the many joys of a 1960s British summer holiday, sending picture postcards was a cherished tradition. Families carefully selected cards depicting sunlit beaches, iconic piers, or quirky local landmarks, penning brief notes to friends and relatives back home. Children delighted in choosing bright designs, while parents ensured addresses and stamps were neatly in place. Postcards became more than mere correspondence. They were tangible mementos, capturing moments and experiences that could be revisited long after the holiday ended. This practice strengthened family bonds, connected distant friends, and allowed memories to travel beyond the sands and seasides. Each card sent served as a small, colorful testament to the fun, adventure, and togetherness that defined the summer. While the 1960s retained the charm and simplicity of domestic seaside holidays, subtle changes hinted at a shifting landscape in tourism. Families still cherished local trips, simple accommodations, and familiar routines, yet the promise of affordable international travel began to capture imaginations. Brochures featuring sunny Mediterranean beaches and foreign cities appeared in shops, planting the seed of a new kind of adventure. Cultural influences from abroad slowly seeped into holiday experiences, from food choices to fashion and entertainment. The decade thus represented a transitional moment, one foot rooted in the innocence and tradition of British holidays, the other stepping toward broader horizons. In this way, the 1960s bridged nostalgia and modernity, preserving memories while anticipating change. Looking back, 1960s British summer holidays evoke a strong sense of nostalgia, a celebration of family togetherness, simplicity, and the joy of shared experiences. From crowded trains to lively seaside towns, holiday camps, and humble guest houses, each moment contributed to cherished memories. The traditions of food, games, music, and postcards captured the essence of the era. Compared with today's fast-paced, globalized travel, these holidays reflect a gentler, more intimate rhythm of life, reminding us of a time when the pleasures of summer were measured in laughter, companionship, and timeless simplicity.